do not believe the hype. I literally let the hype of sourdough prevent me from making delicious bread, and I found out that it's super easy, and I'm going to share my recipe with you. So first and foremost, we're going to start off with 320 grams of warm filtered dechlorinated water and about 100 to 150 grams of bubbly active starter. As you can see, two key indicators that my starter is ready to use is that my starter has doubled in size. It filled up my entire jar, and as I'm pouring it into my water mixture, it is floating right on the very top. I'm going to take my dough whisk, but you can use a spoon or a spatula, whatever you have on hand, and I'm just going to incorporate this really well so there are no big chunks of starter left, and it should be a nice milky consistency. I'm then going to take about 10 to 12 grams of coarse French gray sea salt, and the reason I add this next is because I like to give it a little bit of extra time to dissolve, and because I'm using such a thick chunky salt, I like to help it break down a little bit before adding it into my flour. So I'm just going to whisk this in and give it a little bit of extra assistance breaking down throughout the process. And believe it or not, we're already almost done with this recipe. So the final step is you're going to take about 485 to 500 grams of flour, and it really doesn't matter what kind you use, but follow along for part 2 so we can finish prepping this bread.